my voice. Someone got me sick, and my voice is already annoying. If I miss anything or don't go into enough detail, please ask me to tell you more. I will be glad to. I will do this in chronological order, starting from Thursday. I hope you learned something or enjoyed this, I guess. I got there around 7:30 because I have class on Thursday, but decided to go at least for the last hour 30. I went straight to the Nintendo booth to go and try and play Bayonetta, but the line was long and I just didn't want to wait to try a game. So I went over to the Capcom booth and tried Strider, and it was really, really boring. I didn't really have fun playing it. The game was way too easy, and it got even easier once you got that stupid counter projectile power up. The only real challenge was that little mini boss guy that used the sword so you couldn't counter his moves. But other than that, it was pretty straightforward and simple. I really didn't have fun with it. It was probably the easiest and simplest Metroidvania I have ever played, and I played a lot. So then I went back over to the, what's it called, Bayonetta demo, and the line got shorter. So I waited, and I got to be the last person to play it that day. I really, really enjoyed it. While Strider was all flash and no substance, this game was quite the opposite. In the substance department, it was very flashy, but it also had a lot of substance to it. Combos, fluidity, everything that was in the original, but they improved on it in a lot of ways. The Umbran Climax adds a little bit more to the game. I really liked it. It gives you more things to do with the witch orbs. I am blanking on the name right now, and I should have looked it up before I started this. But instead of just doing torture attacks, you can now do Umbran Climaxes as well, which is sort of like her Devil Trigger. If you ever played Devil May Cry, which I assume you did if you enjoyed Bayonetta. I really, really loved their new weapons. While they do play exactly like Shuraba and Calderasha from Bayo 1, they do have some new unique features and new moves to try out. I really enjoyed them, and it was a very simple but effective demo with just some enemies, then some mini boss, then the boss with some quick time event mashing thrown in, and a Mario Party-esque rotate control stick quick time event. And after I was finished, the event was closing down for the day, and the lights started turning off. I just realized they were giving away Fennekin ads, but they were all gone by the time I got over there. And so I decided to go home. I saw the South Park booth, and I was kind of sad I didn't get to play it. So I went home and went to bed. I went the next day on Friday, and I got there at 11-ish. I just walked right in, since I waited a couple minutes before, so I didn't have to wait on that long line like last year. I went straight to the Nintendo booth once I saw how long the line for South Park and Watch Dogs were. And I played Donkey Kong Country. I really like that game. I think it's probably my favorite Wii U game at the moment, besides Bayonetta and Wonderful 101. Sorry about my coughing. I played a 2-player demo and a single-player demo. I played the first level a lot. It got kind of boring to play, honestly, but I did still enjoy it, especially trying to figure out how to get all 4 Kong tiles and every other little thing in the level. It was pretty much what I wanted from a Donkey Kong game. Well, Donkey Kong Country game. Next, I went to try Sonic Lost Worlds and just played the first level of that as well. That was very fun and kind of refreshing, as I haven't played Sonic since Sonic Adventures 2. No, that'd be a lie. It would have to be from Sonic Generations. It kind of makes me feel happy to play it. Like I felt that, like I was having fun playing it, which is always a good sign for me. It reminded me a lot of the Genesis games due to the fact that they had the capsule with the animals in it, but I think that's only because I remember those very well. Then I went on to Super Mario 3D World and had a blast playing that. Now that game is probably the best Mario game I've ever played in a while. I can't wait to play it with my friends, just messing around with each other, throwing each other off the buildings and stuff, stealing power-ups, fighting bosses. It's a great game to play with your friends or your family if you want, just like New Super Mario Bros. Wii U. I played that for a little bit, and then I tried to play Bayonetta one more time, but I barely got in, and I recorded the video you see earlier on in my channel. I don't really have to talk about that because you can see it. But the rest of the day I just went to panels, starting with the Venture Brothers panel. I really enjoyed it, especially when he danced with that girl at the end who was so nervous to even talk. It was kind of hilarious to see, and how they just told us not to worry about the short season or how long it takes to make the show. So then I sat around and waited for the Robot Chicken panel because I was there anyway. That was pretty funny. I haven't really liked Robot Chicken in a while, but it reminded me why I did, and it got me excited for the DC special. Especially with the name Villains on Vacation. I mean, yeah, whatever. I don't remember the name exactly. But, especially with Doc Hammer coming on stage and almost stripping, and then Seth licking his nipple, that was pretty exciting for me. So then, afterwards, I got to the panel I really wanted to see, the Titmouse panel, which was kind of not disappointing in appearance or showmanship, but disappointing in size of the room. They shrunk again, and I was kind of disappointed in how they keep getting smaller rooms. I really enjoyed the little showreel they gave us, and I got excited for Super Jail and the Metallica video, which is depressing that it's not in the movie. That's all I did that day, and I went home. around handing out flyers to see if anyone has seen Verbis. And my other few minutes I was spending playing Super Mario 3D World again. I really like that game actually. It took me a while to find my friends, and I definitely could not get online for South Park or Watch Dogs. Those lines were impossibly long. So I just hung out with him that day. His friends were always stopping to get taken pictures of because of their cosplay as Truthy, Apollo, and Phoenix. So I just spent time checking my street passes a lot. It was fun in a way that probably isn't able to be expressed in this kind of discussion, and it wouldn't be very interesting to you guys anyway, because it's just me and my friends hanging out. But I really haven't hung out with him in a while, so I was kind of happy to do that. Again, sorry for my voice. I left early that day at like 6:45 because my friend had to go to a jazz performance, which I was kind of jealous of because jazz is kind of my favorite kind of music. I will link my friend's channel in the description because he has way better videos than me and deserves all the attention. I kind of almost got lost in the city because I was being an idiot, and I was called a jerk by some homeless guy because I didn't give him money because I had no money of my own. I spent all my money on getting the ticket to Comic-Con. And that's pretty much my whole Saturday. It wasn't very eventful except for the fact that I got a Chesapin hat, and I got a pair of green Luigi ears, and I think that's pretty much it. Oh wait. They were giving out 4 colors of ears, and you had to get 2 tickets by playing a game. 1 ticket for each game you play. So that's pretty much how you got that. Ears with a little button that says Super Mario 3D World. And you got the Chessman hats for free with a postcard and a poster. I got all that because I love Pokemon right now. But that's a different video for never happening because you guys don't want to hear my voice. After that, I didn't do much. Like I said, I didn't go to any panels, and I didn't do any special anything because of it being Saturday, and there was just lines everywhere. So actually, Saturday I really didn't enjoy that much. Some guy coughed in my face, and that's how I think I got sick anyway. I got home and went to check my street passes one last time, and kind of just went to bed. Nothing really special that day. Sunday, the last day, I went straight to the Nintendo booth again to try and get the last few pairs of ears for my sister, and I did it. And some guys were talking about the new Killer Instinct being streamed at the Twitch booth, so I decided to go over there and have a look-see. was there. I was kind of shocked because Xbox did not seem to have any kind of presence at Comic-Con this year, and Nintendo really showed up the Sony and Xbox in that way. I really liked the Spawn Glacius color with the all black skin with the white around the eyes and the green eyes, but it was really, really dumb how they had it set up only one booth when they had 8 gaming setups, and you had to be picked to get on it. But that's not really important. I talked to Elijah for a bit and asked him about ECD. He seemed to remember me at least, so that's kind of makes me feel better. But then I just went and tried to get picked for KI, and I saw my friend Winrich, and he was trying to get picked too, but he had a way better way of doing it. Since he's shorter than me though, I don't know if they would have picked him anyway. He just pretty much jumped up and down and said, pick me, I'm a top player. And Long Island Joe and Keats talked to the Twitch guys to get them onto the stream to play, and Keats really showed that he pretty much has been playing it since the E3 build or whatever, the earlier build, because he seemed to know exactly what he was doing compared to everyone else playing. It was kind of dull because the people playing were kind of really bad at the game because they haven't played it, because Killer Instinct does not care about the East Coast. And I have nothing really good to say about KI anyway. It looks not as just as bad as the old ones, but in different ways, is what I would like to say. But I haven't really gotten my hands on it yet, so just because it looks bad doesn't mean it is bad. But I have talked to people who had played it and just said it was kind of dull in the way it plays. So that's all I have to go on. I don't like the changes, and I do not like the gameplay, but I will definitely look at it later if it is at ECT. But I will not buy an Xbone or KI at this time because there's nothing to entice me, just like I don't want to buy a PS4 at the moment. And I won't even buy a Wii U until I see more Smash development. That's pretty much the only reason I'm planning to buy a Wii U anyway at the moment, besides Monster Hunter Tri-U and hopefully Monster Hunter 4G. But that's pretty much all I did that day. I played Sonic Lost Worlds, the casino level, and I really had fun playing that. It was actually a lot harder than I thought, but I like a challenge, and I kind of was embarrassed because people were behind me. Like, one of them was a brony, and he kind of made me feel bad about how bad I was doing, because I kept on jump attacking at the shield guy, not knowing what to do, so I just kind of ran past him instead. But I had fun. I talked to the voice of Mario via some webcam and animation of Mario. I asked him why Wario and Waluigi were better than Mario and Luigi, and had some laughs. It was so adorable seeing the little kids ask Mario questions. Like, they thought he was real. It was so cute. The kid was like almost eating the microphone. It was just too adorable for words. I almost had to tell the father he had such a cute little Chewbacca because of his cute little baby boy. And then I tried to play Super Mario 3D World, and some guy cut me online. His family was dressed as Tenzin, or it could have been Aang as an adult with the beard. I don't remember the beard that well. His wife was Azula, and his kids were probably just Aang, and I don't remember the other two. And this guy just put his arm in front of me and pushed me back a little bit. And that's pretty much it. I was just kind of annoyed because there were kids behind us as well, and I don't want them to see a man cut, because it just doesn't help them learn anything. And then he just played again, like 2 games after me. So the line was short, but not that short. I also played Link Between Worlds to get that bag that they gave out if you played it on the 2DS, because I already played it a little bit. I really still think that's a really good Zelda game. I like the top-down Zeldas a little more. And I love the 3D mechanic, but a lot of people seem to be unable to figure out that you can use it not just to go through windows, but to go around ledges and stuff. I'm hoping that that will change when the game finally releases. As Comic-Con was closing, they started giving away everything except for the, what's it called, ears. So I snagged myself Froakie and Fennekin hats and Pokeballs. I don't know what they were for, but they were just Pokeballs. And that GameStop exclusive Timeline of Pokemon poster. And I got myself a bunch of stuff from Nintendo. But that's pretty much all I did. I spent a lot of time in the Nintendo booth, watched the Killer Instinct tournament, decided that I still think it looks kind of dull in a lot of ways. Maybe once Season 2 comes out it'll be better, but I don't know. Wish I had more money, and that's all I can really say. I know I didn't really go into much detail, but my throat really hurts. So, I will gladly tell you, PM me or anything you want, if you want to hear more about Comic-Con. I also never got to play South Park or Watch Dogs because I forgot my ID card, and they wouldn't let me in. I did play Dragon Ball Z